Question 26. What is the value of x at which the minimum value of y equals 3x to the power of 4 over 3 minus 2x occurs on the closed interval from 0 to 1? When you see minima or maxima here, you get to know something here. Minima or maxima. Minima, if we have curve like that, this is minimum point. That means that you have slope, the slope before it is negative, the slope after it is positive. You get to know that. So we have to switch the situation with the maxima. The maxima here, you have the slope before it is positive and after it is negative. When you have this question, what you're going to do is to find the critical point first. We call this critical point. So y dash equals, to do that, drop 4/3 to the front. 4/3 times 3 is 4. X exponent 4/3 minus 1 is 1/3. Minus the derivative of 2x is 2. Then we're going to equal it to 0. So 4x to the 1/3, or 4 cube root of x minus 2 equals 0. We need to solve it for x. So 4 cube root of x equals 2, and then you divide by 4. Cube root of x equals 2/4, which is a half. You cube both sides. This is will be 1/8, and this is x. So x equals 1/8 is the x of the critical point. So this is x of the critical point. You could find completely the critical point if you substitute for 1/8 for x in here to find y. So you're gonna have x and y, but we don't need the completed point. We need to find out around 1/8. So what you could do here is to make a table. Make a table, and the table is the first derivative test. This is x, and this is f dash of x. And you set here critical point in the middle, x, which is 1/8. So if we substitute for 1/8 in the first derivative, that's the first derivative. If you substitute for 1/8, cube root of 1/8 is a half times 4 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. It will be 0. The slope here will be a 0. 0. And then we pick a number after 1/8. Make it easy number. After 1/8 is 1. And before 1/8, let's make it 0. Yeah, any number before 1/8 and any number after 1. So after 1/8 is 1, we plug it in 1 in here. So cube root of 1 is 1 times 4 is 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 is positive, so it'll be positive here. And if you plug it in 0, 0 times 4, 0, cube root of 0, 0 times 4 is 0 minus 2 is negative 2. It will be negative. So you could say that the slope before it is negative, the slope after it is positive. So 1/8 is the minimum value here, and the answer is B. That's question 26. Question 27. At time t equals 0, a storage tank is empty and begins filling with water for t is greater than 0 hours. The depth of the water in the tank is increasing at rate W of t feet per hour. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the statement? W prime or W dash of 2, the derivative of W, is greater than 3. A, B, C, or D. If if you look at all situations, you're gonna find the one that makes sense, and it expresses the situation here. 2 hours after 2 hours after the tank begins filling with water, the rate at which the depth of the water is rising, increasing at rate greater than 3. This is the only one correct, but if you look at the others, doesn't make sense at all. The water is increasing at a rate greater than 3 feet per hour. That's for 2 hours after the tank begins filling with water. The depth of the water here of the water is increasing at a rate greater than 3. And here is over the first 2 hours after tank begins. That would be different situation. The depth of water is always increasing at is always increasing. No, we disagree about always. No, it is over the first 2 hours after the tank begins filling with water. The rate at which the depth of the water is rising is always increasing at rate. We disagree about always at all. The only correct expression for that is C.